Did you know that if you color your page yellow, add horizontal lines with a blue pencil, and then randomly add black line strokes around the outlines, you can turn any page into a hand-drawn sketch on yellow lined paper.
Keep watching to color along and learn new techniques.
Hey, it's Anna, and today I'm coloring this page from my Spooky Stacks coloring book. If you want to color along with me, you can find all the marker numbers that I'm gonna use and all the materials I'm gonna use for this tutorial on my website. Also, if you're a coloring club member, you can download this page and color along with me. So let's begin. We are gonna start by drawing a piece of paper inside the paper. The size should be bigger than our main illustration, and I want to place it not straight, a little bit angled. You have to make sure it fits into your paper. You can use a ruler if you like. And I want this angle to go up. To give a little motion. Next, I'm gonna color the paper using this color. I will start with the frame first, with the area around the objects first, and then I will color inside the objects. I need to go in both directions at the same time if I don't want to have the strokes. I try not to spend too much time on one side, so the other one is not getting dry. I will not move much from here. I will just weten this area a little bit. While this area is still wet, I'm gonna take this color and darken a little bit. So it looks like it's folded. I have a few strikes over here, but I don't mind them. I think it looks like the paper was a little bit folded, like wrinkled maybe. So I think it looks nice. Now I'm gonna color inside the characters. Next we are gonna add notebook lines. I'm gonna use regular pencil and ruler to make them straight. I do not recommend to go directly with the colored pencils. We will add them later on top of the regular pencil, because if we do any mistakes, like maybe our line will go the other way, the opposite direction, or we are not happy with the lines and the distance between lines, we can erase regular pencil, but this is really hard to erase colored pencil. So that's why I go with regular one first. I need one vertical line. I don't press too hard. And now I need to go with horizontal lines. It's really hard to do on camera. If you want better result, you can measure the distance between the lines. But I think I will go with my eye measurement. will not go on top of this corner. I will go like this, and those lines should go here for this one, and here for this one. You can already see how it looks realistic. We need to erase those lines just a little bit, make them softer. It's not necessarily, you can go with colored pencils on top. This much will be enough. Then I'm gonna add a red line with Prismacolor pencil. This is pale vermilion color, but any red color that is not too bright will work just as fine. Maybe try somewhere on a separate paper. You don't want super bright color. Something pale, but still red. And for the rest of the lines, I'm gonna use shade green color. You don't need to use the exact same color. Something like light blue or teal or light green will work just fine. If your pencil starts doing too thick lines, you can sharpen it a little bit. Next we are gonna add cast shadow from this paper. First I'm gonna wetten this area next to the paper with colorless blender, and then I will add soft thin line right next to the paper. If you have fine tip, it's gonna work even better. Just follow the shape of your paper and try to keep this line thin. Here we are gonna add a little bit more of this shadow. So I wetten a little bit wider area. And I go over with brush tip. And then I go back with colorless blender just to make it softer. You can also add a little bit of this light yellow. So I have soft line here. And this side just a little bit. now the funniest part, we are gonna turn these outlines into a hand-drawn sketch. I will use this black liner. You can use any other black liner as well, it doesn't matter as much. So you can follow different technique whatever you like. What I like to do is I like to bring back those black lines that faded under the pencil. And also add in a few not perfect lines that follow the shape of my objects. I like to add them from both sides. So in this case, our main outline will be lost in those variety of lines. You can go with smaller strokes, with longer strokes, whatever you like most. There is no rules. Hand-drawn sketches, they are not perfect. That's why having a variety of lines will make it more natural, more realistic looking. Just don't forget to follow the main outline. Your main goal is to make those perfect lines unperfect. Hand-drawn sketches, they can't be too rounded. It's really hard to draw the perfect round line without using any tools. You can also add some random dots. They will also help to make this outline more hand-drawn, more realistic. Sketches are messy, so just have fun. Do whatever you like. You can also include few your own details. Some random dots here and there with different size to make them look more natural. Let your hand just flow on the paper. Don't worry about mistakes. It's not really possible to do any in this technique. No matter how wide you go, like it's not gonna happen. I try to cover the blue lines on top of my regular outlines, just to make it look like it's real sketch. To be honest, I already love it. It looks super cool, super natural. Maybe just a few more dots somewhere, because it's not a perfect sketch, you know, kinda in a hurry. Okay, looks super fun, super natural. It's already a good stopping point. You can stop here because you already have this nice paper, this nice, really hand-drawn looking sketch. If you want to continue, I will try to add a little bit more details, maybe like some shadows to this sketch. You can stop here or you can continue with me, whatever you decide. You already did a great job and I hope you had fun at this point. So I will do more details because I love details and I want to have some accents and some tone variations. For smaller details, I'm gonna use regular black pen. I think I want to start with the darkest areas. You can do strokes, you can do cross strokes, whatever you like until you are happy with the result. I think inside the mouth should be super dark, and maybe here a little bit lighter. You don't need to be an artist for those details. Just go little by little to see if you're happy with the result. You can always go over and make it darker, but you cannot make it lighter. So start with the lighter tone on the darkest areas. I think inside the eyes also would make sense. I don't want to add too many, just, you know, the tone variation, so it looks more interesting. and you can vary tone inside one area. For example, like here, you make it darker on the top and lighter on the bottom. I want to add few details, not something super crazy. I think I will not go crazy with colors, with tones. Sorry, we don't have color in here. Just a little bit, maybe. Here, I think I need the darker as well. As I said, go little by little and try to see if you are happy with this amount of the darkness, of the details. Because if not, you can always go back and add more darkness. But if you overdone it, there is no way back. So just little by little. Maybe some I don't know, texture in here. Just a bit. Like this maybe, inside. Maybe a few more rounded details on the pumpkin. Just a few. So if I add few of the lines, it gives just a little bit of a tone, and if I do over and over again, it gives this darker tone. So you can decide, do you want this area to be darker or lighter? Cheeks may be darker. Do pieces as well. Maybe here's some shadow. I don't want to go too crazy. A little bit darker eyes. Okay. Maybe this one as well. It's totally optional where you want to add those details. So the more detailed areas, they will take a little bit more of attention. So I think that's what you should be thinking about. Do you want to give an attention to this area? Or is it good as it is? Sometimes just a few strokes, they also make a difference. here. And I think I want it darker. I don't know, maybe some details around. You can also add some movement if you feel like you need any. Maybe inside the eyes. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, yeah, I think now it looks way more sketchy. I think I need something like here, not too much, just to make it more alive. I try to vary the lines. They're laid so they don't look all the same. And those petals are different. Maybe a little bit more here. Some texture on the flower. You can also do all the details with dots only. Many artists go this way, working with dots. I think I like how dots add different texture. Maybe a few more here, small ones. And maybe something here on the bottom. Also some dots. Just don't forget to vary their sizes. You don't need to go crazy like super huge one and tiny one. Just not the same. Also, the more black dots you add, the darker this area gets. Okay, and I think I'm happy with this amount of details. Oh, maybe I'll darken this here a little bit. So the ghost goes lighter with the darker background. Yeah, I think I like this level of details. If you like even more, you can continue adding them. It's totally up to you. Whatever you feel like. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is our final result. Let me show you closer. I think the paper looks super realistic. Sometimes I wanted to grab it like from yellow side. I really like this technique. It's super beginner friendly. And if you decide to give it a try, please don't forget to tag me. I always enjoy seeing your progress, seeing your pages when you use my tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!